Hi guys, Sourdough Kathy here, and I apologize that it's been such a long time since I've gotten back to you guys, but I wanted to get through some important things and make sure that I knew where I was going and what was happening before I came back. So anyway, in my first video I kind of gave you a quick rundown of what was going to happen, and those things did happen. I had my first 3 chemos, I had a surgery, then I started back on chemo again. Somewhere along the line in there though, I landed up getting what is called pseudo-gout, where calcium crystals gather in one place and you can wake up in excruciating pain depending on where those crystals are. And I happened to wake up with a hand that was like that, only at the time the doctor at the ER did not understand what it was. He thought it was tendinosynovitis in my thumb, which is just an inflammation of the tendon. But 4 days later, when I could not move my hand and I was in so much pain and they couldn't figure it out, they did take a test, found the crystals, and I did land up in the hospital for 3 more days just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. After that, I continued on my chemo and was told after my checkup that there wasn't any sign of cancer, but that I would still have to go on more mild chemotherapy every 3 weeks, plus take pills for at least 2 years. I was not thrilled about that because I wasn't told about it in the beginning, but if it's going to keep me alive, then I'm totally content with that. But there's one thing I want to bring up here, and I know this is not a part of gardening and worming and everything else, but I think it's really important for women, because if you're having gut problems, or you think you're having gut problems, and you're having a bloating up by your right hand side, and you may be hurting in your lower back or in your lower groin area, get away from the GI doctor and go see a women's health center, because those are 2 of the main, or actually 3 of the main things that go right along with ovarian cancer. So here you are, nauseated, maybe vomiting, can't eat but a spoonful or 2, and it has nothing to do with your insides. It had everything to do with my cancer. So I'd like everyone to know that it doesn't necessarily mean you have something else going on, because the first thing they want to do is jump in and do colonoscopies. And even though I had a clean Cologuard test in January of last year, this doctor just was wanting to push this colonoscopy really hard. So anyway, that's that. I just wanted to make that clear, and especially for any woman that might be watching this that may have problems. It may not be now, but it may be down the line. So now, as far as gardening is concerned, and you can pass this by in the beginning if you choose to, but I did get some gardening done, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you outside and give you a quick look around. Now, what would normally have taken me a week to do took me over 5 weeks to do. And I mean, there's nothing bad about that, because the weather here has been extremely hot. I mean, extremely hot. I haven't seen this kind of weather in 20 years here. Some of us know some of the reasons why that's going on, and others are just blind to the fact that there's anything else going on besides the planet heating up. But I'm going to take you outside right now, and I'm going to show you what I've done. So hang in there. Hello, I can't find my switch. Okay guys, so here we are. This is where I started. I planted my onions early on in the middle of April, I guess, And believe it or not, after the first week I had them in, the heat got so bad I thought I was going to lose every single one of them. And you can see just how yellow they are from all the burning that they took. They're starting to change now and get nice and green, so I'm really happy about all that. Now over here, just recently I had some extra peas, so I went ahead and planted some extra peas in there and in these pots, but I have a cat that likes to dig up my pots, as you can see. Ugh. Not liking cats lately. I also got my flowers in. I did not do my own flowers this year. I went ahead and bought some because I just didn't have it in me to do my own starts. Now I'm going to take you in the back. So here I am in the back, and this is my cabbage patch. These are all greens. They are called emerald greens. They're doing wonderful, but they also took a hard hit in the beginning. They were just shriveling up really bad. Had all yellow leaves except for maybe 2 or 3, but they survived, and so it looks like I'm going to have some cabbages. I'm having to keep them wet every day. Over here I'm going to have to lift this. I have some purple cabbages. In the back there's some chives. They're garlic chives. And over here I have one lowly zucchini that I'm surprised it came up because I planted 4 of them and that was all I got. But the potato patch is doing wonderful. In the back there I have Nordlands. In the back area here, they're already flowering. I've got 4 buckets of Yukon Golds. I have some buckets of reds, some that didn't do real well, but I replanted them and they're, as you can see, they're coming along. They'll be done at the end of the summer. And these here in the front are they are Russian bananas. They're not a very big plant, but they are, or potato, excuse me, but they are a really nice potato. Now I did lose some potatoes, so what I did was I went ahead and I put them into these buckets, some peas. Over here I have Blue Lake green beans that are coming along well. They also had a rough start in the beginning, and my lettuce is doing fine. This is plenty for 3 of us. It doesn't take a lot of lettuce to feed us. And over here I have Asian snow peas. Just those little flat guys. They are just scrumptious. And in the back there you can see another black one that also has some Asian snow peas. Right here I have some carrots, and I was amazed at how quickly they came up, and I'm sure it has to do with the heat. There's no doubt in my mind that it had to do with the heat. And over here I have blueberries, and as you can see, one of them is even blue already. A little fast, but this is highly unusual. Actually, I see another one. It's kind of hard to see when I'm in the way by my shadow. Well, that's all I really have. Oh, let me show you one more thing. I do have a few more potatoes up here. My husband wanted some pots of potatoes on his own. So these are a German potato, and I can't remember the last name, and the little tag I had disappeared. I'm not sure. It looks like something might be getting into my potatoes, but they're doing just fine too. So that's it. That's what I got done. I hope you'll give me a like, share, and a comment. I missed you all. I hope that you will all just have a wonderful life. I'm enjoying what I have of mine right now. I love you all. Bye-bye.